Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first and four. Make up what I seen to make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red, how they want to see the day they can sell out Rasta and sell it out, I sell out Babylon. They give man show one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead that can sell out Rasta and sell out, I sell out Babylon. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing! You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Good evening. AI dogs are coming. We know we don't have to feed them. The question is, will they bark and how will they bark? We're also going to ask the GG tonight, is your job ceremonial or is it political? And of course, we have questions also for Ian Brady and Myra Hindley, the Manchester child killers. Yes, those who we believe killed and disposed of Jaden Smith's body. We're also calling out the bewildered Minister of Justice tonight, DELROY Chuck. Up your head out of the rum glass, Minister. Good night and welcome to Global TV. Hope you have yourself an amazing weekend. Thank you very much. Welcome, one and all, to my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good evening. Welcome, one and all, TikTok and YouTube. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Debbie Jarvis TV, good evening and welcome. Sharon Bernard, good evening. Good evening. Welcome, Marcia Thomas, good evening. Gloria Morris, Althea, Jamrek 8766, Monica Wills, Sharon Peart, Colin, JP, Michael Nepper, Pamela Akola. Good evening, good evening. Sophia Hall. Good evening, everyone, and welcome, TikTok. Good evening, TikTok. Thank you all for joining us. Oh, welcome, everybody, TikTok. There's so much of you at the moment to do a roll call, but welcome, everyone, and TikTok. Thank you for joining us. I have questions for Ian Brady, more so for Myra Hindley, the Manchester child killers. Gladys. Is it Golda? Sorry, Golda, good evening. More so, Suzette, for Myra Hindley. No, Prince Charming broke his leg or thigh in an accident. Shanique, Myra Hindley. Barring to say, you want to come to Jamaica to teach Jaden a lesson. What was it? Your baby's there with your mother. I've been a Sarkodi. How you do? Your baby there with your mother. They're Jamaica with your mother. The father is in Jamaica, from we understand. It was just a broken leg. What could I cost you to just jump come to Jamaica? Of course, it could be a mother instinct. But Shanique, you come to Jamaica and find you come Jaden is missing. You could have come because of a mother instinct. Your Prince Charming leg was broken and all of that, you know. Today is Monica Will's birthday. Let us all send out happy birthday to Monica Wills. And let's just take a quick break and play our birthday song for Monica Wills. And then we come straight back to the Manchester child killer, Myra Hindley.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Today a new year has begun. Today the old chapter is closed. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Today has begun. Today the old chapter today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May God bless. May God.
From all of us here on Global TV, we wish you an amazing happy birthday, Monica Wills, and many, many more return. Now, back to Shanique. For the purpose of this show, Myra Hindley. Myra Hindley and Ian Brady were the more child killers, the ones who did the terrible child killing in Manchester, United Kingdom. So, given that we have our Manchester killer as well, we'll dub them this evening as Myra Hindley and Ian Brady. Because to say, yes, Prince Charming leg was broken. Yes, you are a mother, possibly first time mother. So obviously you would possibly come down because of a mother instinct. But by the time you come, Jaden gone missing. And you only fly down for a few days, Babs your uncle, Jaden gone missing, and you gone back a foreign. There's no emotion in our story, Jaden family. There's no emotion in our story. Nobody now get no emotion from no. When a story chop up all over the place. We have no reason to believe that Jaden is still alive. Hence, we're asking the Jamaica Constabulary Force, if you have not, request Shanique to come back to the country to answer questions. Because I do believe that in missing Jaden's case, the family ought to be pressed harder. Particularly Shanique, who fly down from foreign for a few days, and within hours, within a 24-hour period, time frame of her coming to Jamaica, Jaden went missing. And she was back in the United States in a matter of days. We have given up on the possibility that Jaden Smith is still alive. We are asking the Jamaica Constabulary Force to bring Shanique back to Jamaica for questioning. We ought to know if we're going to start investigate the murder of a child, then we need to step up the investigation. But she needs to come back to Jamaica, come answer question. The whole family ought to be interrogated. But Shanique in particular needs to come back, come answer question. Her contacts while she was in Jamaica for those few days must be interrogated. Her driver, her friend on a Spurchy Hill or whatever, everybody in the frame ought to be investigated. But particularly Shanique must be brought back into the country to answer questions in relation to Jaden's missing. The country don't buy the family story. And the part of the whole missing Jaden's case, L.A. Lewis might irritate us a lot of the time, because a lot of us have been asking, where is Jaden mother? Where is Jaden father? We're still yet to see any surfacing from the father, but L.A. Lewis indeed have found the mother. There's various different clips over TikTok on his page that you can watch. But something isn't right in Jaden's case. Like myself, a lot of us Jamaicans do believe that the family is hiding something, is lying, or is withholding information. One thing we certainly identify, this doesn't look like a family in grief, mourning, or panicking, or have suffered a terrible loss. Um, that's not coming from them. I have not observed anything like that coming from the family at all, given their all over the place story as well. But I think a very close zoom in ought to be taken when it comes to Shanique and possible her partner. Shanique and possible her partner. Further questionings, because we cannot accept that Jaden is just missing just so, or the family would want to have us believe that, oh, Jaden is just another missing child like any other of Jamaica's missing child. That is what the country is not in the mood to accept. Nobody believe that story. The country belief and feeling is that Jaden's family have something to do with his disappearance. His disappearance had to do with the accident that took place at the home. Even though your son is with your mother, his father is in Jamaica. What reason could Shanique fly down for other than to teach Jaden a lesson? Hmm? For what reason would Shanique fly down to Jamaica other than to teach Jaden a lesson? Because from Shanique Reach, Jaden is missing. I do think the police did a shitty job in the investigation as well. It should have been an Amanda Alert type of investigation, which I didn't perceive it to be that way. Even when police bring in dog, that was days and days after the police bringing in dog. When you have things like this happen, the family is not above interrogation. The family is not above investigation, because a lot of the time family have involvement in this. The Marcus scenario showed us well, where he raised the alarm about his daughter after he killed his daughter and attempt to even conceal, not attempt to, he concealed his body and attempt to burn it out to tamper with the evidence. So I think the police them for step it up to if they have not yet, a murder investigation, and bring Shanique back in the country, request her to come back in. If she refuses to come back in, you bring her back in and what you call the word? What you call the word? Well, extradition. You apply for an extradition order to bring her back to answer question. But certainly we cannot allow it to just drop like this without the family being pressed on this matter, because half of the time a family involved in these disappearances. Shanique swift visit to Jamaica, even though her son foot or leg was broken, even though that happened, yes, a mother's instinct could have caused her to jump on the plane and say, me want go make sure say my baby all right, despite the baby father in the country, despite her mother is taking care of her son, that it wasn't anything so emergency to warrant her jumping pan plane come a Jamaica, barring, in my view, to teach Jaden a lesson. Did you accidentally hit Jaden in your rant and rave, Shanique? Did you accidentally hit Jaden to the head, killing him, or possible knocking him out? When you dispose of his body, were you sure he was dead or he was still unconscious? Because we have to ask these questions. The time where you spend within the Spurtree Hill area, we have to question all of these. It is said that your partner is a soldier. Remember, soldier was involved in dropping Mr. Orville Moore's body over Spurtree Hill. When them tell us that the car fly over there and him disgruntled said the car never do the trick and him come out of the car and tie up himself in a what's it or and what's it or other. Arose, it would have been both. Given that Jaden has been missing for over 3 weeks now, we can launch a murder investigation because we can't see the possibility of him run away and is surviving out there without being spotted more than the few times where we hear say people say they see where we don't know if there was any reality to that. Those as well, those people who claim sighting of Jaden ought to be brought in for questioning as well. Because these things, people could be paid to put the investigators on a wild goose chase. So there need to be an interrogation of people involving in all aspects of Jaden disappearance. Whoever said something then, we'll go back, go question them to see if them story remain the same or them story change or whatever. The question is, Shanique, if you killed Jaden, which we believe you did, what have you done with his body? Did you dispose it in Manchester, in St. Elizabeth? Have you burned his body? What have you done with his body, Shanique? At least, when you go as far as killing him, let him have a funeral. If we don't kill him, Shanique, let him have a funeral. We deserve to know where his body is. What was done was cruelty. Because even they came out and admit it was an accident. TikTok, a lot of you are over here tonight. Thank you very much for the support. If you want to, please do give us a follow and please do tap up the screen for us, please. This was a cruel thing that was done to this child because even by their admission, it was an accident. It was an accident. Even if it was deliberate playing around, it is a child. What could warrant Shanique's arrival to Jamaica within hours? Within hours of the accident, Shanique arrived in Jamaica. Within hours of Shanique's arrival in Jamaica, Jaden was missing, to be found nowhere. The story from the family don't add up. Just doesn't add up. Going back to what I was saying earlier, L.A. Lewis might do irritate a lot of us sometime in what he does. But L.A. Lewis has done some brilliant piece of underground work in this story where he goes underground and gets certain information for you. And he has found a lot of us been asking for Jaden mother. He has caught up with her and have several conversations with her, which is on his channel if one wants to view what happened.
Yeah, think don't give away. Because we alone can't do it. It take a village for raise a picnic. It take a village to find someone who miss it up. I want to understand that happened to me.
TikTok, give me the support, man. Almost 300 of you over here. Top up the screen for us, please.
This woman didn't know she'd have keep her picnic which part in there because since that day, 6 survived. Then he would have served.
But listen, my family trouble yourself like rain. So we can't know no one.
I just keep it, let me say, just because she never know. Right? So the people them will get critical against this woman at the time she had made her best decision that she would have think. That is what's happening. That and she don't give way.
You don't give way, no. I'm falling.
Because her father people. So he's entitled to have the child.
Yes. So the father come check first thing, if not one, if you can no, the father come check it from the Vietnamese. No, come check it from the Vietnamese. No, money came on. You probably should have me. Father, link with people.
Now, we have a lot of missing children in Jamaica. Disappearance of our children is becoming a regular or the norm in some cases. However, the story of Jaden's disappearance is like a spiritual movement in the country because the country have spotted that there is something odd here. There is something off here. Their story is not adding up. And the police need to give us a timeline of their investigation from what they have collected, a timeline from the incident to Jaden's disappearance, tied in with Shanique's arrival in Jamaica. We need to have this timeline period of investigation because this is how you can narrow down things. When you narrow down the timeline, but on a very serious level, Shanique needs to answer question. Her more so than her mother. I strongly believe whatever happened to Jaden was done by her. Was done by Shanique, who would have came to Jamaica in rage. As soon as she come to Jamaica, so Jaden gone missing. And the stories out there, you cannot tie them up to make a sensible one. We're appealing to the Jamaica Constabulary Force to bring Shanique back into the country, invite her to come back voluntary to answer questions. If she refuses to come back voluntary, you put in an extradition order to have her come back and answer questions. But certainly her swift movements to Jamaica ought to be questioned in context to Jaden's disappearance with timing and motive. Jamaica Constabulary Force, do better. We don't need to do a sweep of Spurchy Hill among other places. Her driver, the name been bandied around as Tommy, he needs to answer questions. The friend in Spurtree Hill, where they say she go change and tidy up and put on clothes or what, she needs to be questioned. The mother needs to come under further questioning. The mother's partner needs to come under further questioning. This is not just a missing child which is abducted by a stranger. We do not hold that belief. We, the people of Jamaica, do not hold the belief that Jaden's disappearance had to do with strangers. And that's why we're asking the police to do a thorough investigation, launch a murder investigation, and continue pressing the family. The family has something to do with it. They're too emotionless. This is one of the things that jumps out at me. There is no emotion, none whatsoever, not even a jot of it coming from Shanique, her mother, the mother's partner. Not 1 ounce. I have not seen it. No emotion at all. We must not accept this. And we must all, as a country, call on the Jamaica Constabulary Force to do more to bring justice to Jaden Smith's disappearance. But more than all, for me, the biggest thing is Shanique needs to answer further questions. And we are depending on the Jamaica Constabulary Force to do the right thing. We are calling on JCF to do the right thing. Shanique must be brought back into the country, voluntary or otherwise, to answer questions in relation to Jaden's disappearance, her motive, her movement, and a lot. There's a lot of questions to ask here, and we are hoping that JCF do the right thing. Do the right thing. I mean, if sorry, if so much of it out here cannot think, JCF, we paid you all to do that level of thinking. Given you all probe social media, we know that. So we expect an officer different. Don't hitch together, galanging over social media and use that to further your investigation. But certainly, the questions that are popping up to us must be popping up to you all as investigators. So please, JCF, this needs to now be a murder inquiry, a murder investigation rather. And the main suspect in this murder investigation is Shanique, the mother of the 2-year-old. The country is watching. The country wants justice for Jaden Smith because the country strongly believes that the family of Jaden Smith, particularly Shanique, the mother of the 2-year-old, have an awful lot to do with the disappearance of Jaden Smith. The Governor General wrote a hogwash article in relation to the Governor General politics with the Integrity Commission, where the Governor General seemed to now become a an elected official rather, in our country, getting involved in our politics. As well, the Governor General seemed to be taking political instruction from one party in order to sabotage our politics. This is not the place of the Governor General, and the Governor General must do what we pay him for: to shake hands, cut ribbons, stand up over people like a headman drunk and watch them sign, stand up side of people when them a tell lie upon the Bible. That's what we have a Governor General for. We don't have a Governor General to come in and play party politics. It is not what Charles does. It's really not what Charles does, and we're not going to accept that from Patrick Allen, particularly because we know Patrick Allen is somebody where don't have the integrity to play those games. Given that we know Patrick Allen played with God tithe and offering, Patrick Allen who gambled the church money, an unelected official imposed on us for high price, ought not to be getting involved in our politics, particularly when it comes to our anti-corruption body. That's not Patrick Allen's place. That is really not Patrick Allen's place. But you see, more and more our country is lost in system and the independence of system. Everything must be aligned closely with the government. So we're just saying to Patrick Allen, do your job by signing off on what the Integrity Commission recommended. You are in no position to decide on the competences of the people who the Integrity Commission would have sifted through their application and gone through interviews with them. That's not Patrick Allen's place. So we want Patrick Allen to stick to it Charles asked him to do in Jamaica. You understand? And not get involved in our politics, because this is not the place for a king or one acting on behalf of the king. And I'll turn to DELROY CHUCK. And before I turn to DELROY CHUCK, because this wedged into the whole constitutional reform as well. When you hear they use this word, order in council, if you were watching the swearing in of Parliament the other day, you would have heard that order in council. Order in council is the king dream up something and tell him subject, write it into law, blah, de, blah, blah, de, blah. It is still seen as good law under the Westminster system. But when it comes to constitutional framework, it's no law that people should be living by and recognize, because there's no input, there's no people's input into the Constitution. Is on the king's order and the advice of the Privy Council that Andrew Holness is a part of. So the whole constitutional arrangement is fraudulent, and this is why we need to have a serious constitutional review and reform so the Constitution can represent the people of Jamaica and not the British monarch. Now, let us listen, because I don't want to go haywire on DELROY CHUCK tonight. But listen to the Minister of Justice, who has the legal responsibility for the constitutional review. Listen, and then let's see if we can tip him around the ear after that.
When we talk about a confused government, the Jamaica Labour Party, led by Andrew Holness, when it comes to constitutional reform, it is a confused party. And no, I understand why no meeting. You should even have no meeting with them yet, opposition leader, because the Jamaica Labour Party needs to come to a consensus before they have discussion with anybody else. They don't even know what they want, where they want to go. People, listen to DELROY Chuck.
Whatever of the Caribbean Court of Justice as the final?
I have nothing against the Caribbean Court of Justice.
No, but would you be in favor of it?
The question is whether it should be the Apex Court of Jamaica.
It will be a significant part of the discussions going forward. Do you?
No, of course, it will be fully discussed.
I agree, but what is your position on that matter?
No, there are several possibilities.
No, your position, Minister.
No.
You're not going to give me your position.
My position is that there could be several possibilities.
But that kind of position is why we can't get to a conclusion, surely.
No, because you could stick with the Privy Council, and that's one possibility. Remove. You could argue that there's no need for Apex.
But what position will you advance in those meetings?
No, I'm not prepared to say any one position. I at the moment have about 6 positions under consideration. Okay,
that is the part that, I mean, hit me under the short ribs. This is the attorney. This is the Minister of Justice, a high-ranking attorney at law. We're talking about the apex court, the final court of Jamaica. Now, let me say, before I go on a waddle with the Minister of Justice, let me say to the Minister of Justice, this is not a JLP manifesto, so you can hold back to jump out at us. This is the country's constitution, a public document. We want every discussion, Mr. Chuck, to be out in public so we the people can understand what your thinking is, what our input will be, Mr. Chuck. Let me turn to the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, half a dozen. DELROY Chuck. The half a dozen option that DELROY Chuck has on the table for the final court. Now I'm going to explain 3 possibilities to you. DELROY Chuck says he's considering 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half a dozen option of what could be our final court at the moment. Number 1 possibility is to stick with the Privy Council we have at the moment. Number 2 possibility is to join the Caribbean Court of Justice. Number 2 possibility. And number 3 possibility is a Jamaican Supreme Court based in Kingston. I challenge the minister because I'm a bit dunce when it comes to what the minister has said on this. I challenge the minister to explain to the people of Jamaica what are the other 3 possibilities of Jamaica Apex Court in the Westminster system that we are in the Western democracy that we exist in. Explain to me, because I don't think you're thinking of the American Supreme Court while we're not a state in the American Union. I challenge Mr. Chuck to tell us of the other 3 possibilities he has under review when it comes to the apex court of our country. Jamaica, no see why we're not going away. We have people who their head are in a rum glass. People who have become senile, dementia, running high office in our country, have the responsibility for constitutional review. And the Minister of Justice is telling you there is 6 possibility for a Jamaica final court. Now, while most of us only know of 3, it is for DELROY Chuck to explain to the people of Jamaica what are the other 3 possibilities other than the Privy Council, other than the Caribbean Court of Justice, and or rather a Jamaica Supreme Court based in Kingston. What are the other possibilities, Mr. Chuck, that we, the people of Jamaica, could have as our final appellate jurisdiction? Because I'm confused by Mr. Chuck's utterance on this matter. He's very unhinged with the whole of this thing. When you hear Mr. Chuck refusing to state his opinion on the issue, it means the government does not have a clarified, thought out position for the constitutional review. It is why Marlene Muller, who fought when she was in charge, told us, okay, we will stitch a part off together with the other part and call it hybrid presidency. When we only know about 2 types of presidency, ceremonial and executive. Marlene Muller wants to create what she called hybrid presidency. It tells you these people have no idea what they're doing with our constitution. DELROY Chuck cannot go along with this process. If DELROY Chuck, as a long-standing attorney, is going to go on a wild goose chase, oh, we can just fix up and make up Supreme Court out there. So, all right, a lot of us don't want to be, not that we don't really trust the Privy Council. It's not a trust issue with the Privy Council. It's a colonial issue we have with the Privy Council. We want to move away from the colonialism. With the Jamaica Supreme Court, DELROY Chuck, there's definitely a trust issue with a lot of us, how justice can be bought and sold in Jamaica. This is why a lot of people, including the leader of the opposition, is leaning to the Caribbean Court of Justice, where we intertwine in the community. This would also lock into when you implement the single market as well. Listen to DELROY Chuck again, because these are the people who are paid millions to just mess up the system. Because this is our Justice Secretary. This is our Justice Secretary.
When we talk about a confused government,
why am I thinking it's playing up?
The Jamaica Labour Party, led by Andrew Holness, when it comes to constitutional reform, it is a confused party. And no, I understand why no meeting. You should even have no meeting with them yet, opposition leader, because the Jamaica Labour Party needs to come to a consensus before they have discussion with anybody else. They don't even know what they want, where they want to go. People, Listen to DELROY Chuck.
Would of the Caribbean Court of Justice as the
No,
final?
I have nothing against the Caribbean Court of Justice.
No, but would you be in
It is a
favor
good
of
court.
it?
The question is whether it should be the apex court of Jamaica.
It will be a significant part of the discussions going forward. Do you?
No, of course it will be fully discussed.
I agree,
We
but
do the
what
second
is
phase.
your position on that matter?
No, there's several possibilities.
No, your position.
No.
You're not going to give me your position.
My position is that there could be several possibilities.
But
Okay?
that kind of position is why we can't get to a conclusion, surely.
No, because you could stick with the Privy Council, and that's one possibility. Remove. You could argue that there's no need for apex.
But
court.
what position will you advance in those meetings?
No,
Minister?
I'm
Did you hear what DELROY Chuck just said? We could argue that there is no need for a final court. That means whatever justice they throw at us at that level, we must tolerate it and just get on with it. This is something that he has under contemplation, that we really don't need a Supreme Court. We're all right with the corruption that we have in our justice system at the moment. We don't need senior justices, is what DELROY Chuck is saying, the Minister of Justice.
I'm not prepared to say any one position. I, at the moment, have about 6 positions under consideration. Okay? One of them, you stick with the Privy Council. A second one, you move to the EJ. Third one,
Minister, you are one experienced minister. Position will you advance in those meetings?
No,
Minister?
I'm not prepared to say any one position. I, at the moment, have about 6 positions under consideration.
Hold on, now.
6. 6th position under consideration. How do you negotiate with these people? We don't know what them want. Them just throw mud to the wall and hope it will stick. When you have these level of stalemate in a negotiation where both teams aren't meeting on a particular point, then it take give and take. Now, DELROY Chuck open it up to a broader remit, even make the thing become more confusing. Because what we ought to be debating on is whether we want to keep the Privy Council, we want to move to the Caribbean Court of Justice, or we indeed want to have our own Supreme Court in Jamaica. That's where the conversation should be. But DELROY Chuck bringing in 3 more other galang in. One of them is there's a possibility that we don't need a final court. Whatever we go to the Constitutional Court, or what they call the Jamaica Supreme Court, which is not a Supreme Court, it's the Jamaica Appellate Court. We must accept it. You know, so these people are set way up for all sorts. Vote for Labour, vote for Labour. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. The AI dogs are coming, Jamaica. Low unemployment. Low unemployment. But now, even this low unemployment, Jamaica, you're going to have to start share with the robots. Will you be able to keep up with robots who can get tired, who know want water for drink, who know have to spend money for come to work, and all that jazz and all that jazz? Me and my neighbor voting for Labour. I mean, choose Jamaica and you choose JLP. Now, an honest question to ask: if the People's National Party won the election, will these things be pushed on us the same? I have reasons to believe yes. And let me tell you why I have reasons to believe yes. Because this is an agenda pushed on Jamaica from outside of Jamaica. And it would only take such a strong leader like Michael Manley, which I don't think for now, looking at what we have on both sides of the coin, that any one of them is of a spirit of Michael Manley to stick two fingers up to America and the West and tell them there's other alternative. So I'm not sure if they wouldn't be pushing these agendas on us, because what we don't realize, we're being undercut in everything. On a notice, flag green licensing of cattle is killing the livestock industry. Poor Jamaicans were used to make a money out of the livestock industry. All of a sudden, make we do the robot dog them, then we go over to flag green. Let's do the robot dogs.
From AI-powered cleaning robots to robotic...
This video is low, so pardon me on that.
Jamaicans could soon have access to advanced AI technologies in their homes and the workplace. The promise comes as the government and the Amber Group work to improve productivity in the country. Details in this report.
Imagine having an AI-powered robot cleaning your home or office, robots assisting you in supermarkets, or a robotic dog providing surveillance for your business at night. Well, that could become the reality in Jamaica sooner than you think.
By December, all the robots that you're going to see now are going to be in Jamaica for you to experience it firsthand.
Speaking of the Amber Group's 10th anniversary and the AI Robotics Showcase on Tuesday, CEO Dushan Savaria broke down how the robot would work. First, the commercial cleaner robot, which is like a powerful...
So these are complete LiDAR-based 3D perception vacuum cleaners. I can send it to a car park. 20,000 square feet, 30, 40,000 square feet car park, it can actually clean by itself with no human intervention.
Then there is a multi-purpose robot made specially for supermarkets and other retail stores.
What this is going to do is actually that's your salesperson walking around your entire supermarket, telling you, hey, I'm selling this product. This is what it does. This is the price. But not only that, it also can navigate you to the aisle if you're looking for butter.
And when it comes to safety and security, that's where the robotic surveillance dog comes in.
This dog would actually go around your entire premise all night. It can also put a water hose on top of it and send it into fire. So our fire brigade people don't have to enter the heat or enter the danger themselves.
But wouldn't this mean many Jamaicans would eventually lose their jobs? Mr. Savaria said people should view the technologies as a way in which Jamaicans can boost productivity in the workplace, not replace humans. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who was also at the event, agrees. He pointed out that 70% of the economy depends on services, and while unemployment is at 3.3%, many Jamaicans are underemployed, meaning many people are working in areas where their full skills and capabilities are not being utilized.
But to treat that rapidly and means that we have to have an embrace of technology. So the AI, it is actually an advantage for us if we embrace it and use it in the right way.
And so he said it is important for AI tools to be mainstream in the island, especially as Jamaica works towards Vision 2030.
Vote for Labour Vision 2030. AI, Prime Minister. Nick, how you do? Prime Minister, we live in a foreign. Coming out when you talk, you try to fool Jamaicans when you live in a foreign. Prime Minister will live in a foreign. We see that the supermarket cashier is a thing of the past in most supermarket, Prime Minister. Some supermarket where you do also with a 10 cashier or so on, them something they cut out of fashion. Them have robotic cash out, self-serve cash out, where we have to do the job with self. You don't need a cashier anymore. So don't try to fool the people of Jamaica like these robotics now go take away jobs. That's the whole purpose of it. To put weapon dongle heap. Don't do it to the people of Jamaica. Of course, the more we enter into the AI society, it's the more people's job are going to be made redundant. So now stop lying to the people them. Stop it. We see say cut out cashier job out of fashion already. Who else job you think it's not going to cut out? Who else job you think it now go cut out? Security guard. Oh no, so welcome dog. Iron dog, security guard. I don't done for you no security guard. Me no know if you don't know because one of who help to keep up the Prime Minister unemployment rate. How many dog them, how many iron dog them come? How the Prime Minister low unemployment rate go when the iron dog them come. Stop fool the people them. The more we venture into this AI technology, people will lose job. Be honest about it. We see it happen in supermarket where cashier job cut out of fashion. So if security dog come, security guard go cut out of fashion, Prime Minister. So don't keep lying to the people them like we and AI are go work side by side in harmony. It's not true. Prepare the people them for something else, but don't prepare them for the lie, because those are lies. When you go and like say AI coming is not to take away with job them. Look pan where overnight young flight green the Prime Minister when I talk about licensing cow. Look on the use cow license and Prime Minister wholeness. Where is that other video? Did I not put it in? Let me play the first one before and then get the other one in. But don't keep lying to the people like that, man. Good grief. Slide Green and Andrew Holness mash up, destroyed the meat industry in Jamaica.
Tell me honestly, what we do? We stop the business?
Oh, see.
No, this is...
So it looked like on a half ago rely on the beef where America grow in a lab, because say Jamaica people can't kill cow if they don't have birth certificate, passport, immunization, and plane ticket. Hey, we're going direction in a way. It's not working for us. And this direction that they're taking us is to destroy our livelihood. Because this is how them destroy with farming, with importing these hope galangin. And now when few farmer them grow anything they can't get it sell. And now Flight Green tell with the all when we have cow in our family from ancient day, it don't belong to it anymore if we don't have birth certificate and passport for the cow. I mean, we're meant to be modernized, you know. And what the livestock farmers are saying, Flight Green have one person going across the country licensing and stamping cows. So it's something that more and more people are losing livelihood.
Tell me honestly, what we do? Stop the business? It looks so. No, this is a public question. What we must do? Stop the business, looking at the market. Look here. Look there. Nearly 7 o'clock and look there. This time of last year, anytime I go down, cow full the market. Ah, because of this tagging business. One man alone have cow. Ah, we talk. The relevant authority, which is Flight Green, more said. Up to now, you know, come out and address nothing for help with. Up to now, you know, address nothing. This is how it affect with. So it look like we're going to stop butcher. I don't know what they're going to do. Is that the government one? Big man, is that the government one? We stop butcher? No, because looking at the market. Seriously, everybody take it for joke and nobody attack. No, honestly.
When we have 15 man,
honestly, what we do?
Jamaicans, when you see they come with these little rules, like rules must be in society, remember, these rules target you. These rules prevent you from making a little honest living. These rules push you further into poverty, while what they are doing, they might force you to go buy foreign beef. Foreign beef, where you don't know if a buffalo, cow, wildebeest, horse, donkey, lion, you name it. It could be anything. So I mean, I'm red meat. Anybody can give anything red and say a cow. Anybody can give anything red and say a cow. But what they're actually doing is destroying. And if you watch Andrew Holness' trajectory on Jamaica people livelihood, remember he used COVID and all of that to lock down Jamaica's nightlife. Andrew Holness destroyed Jamaica's nightlife where poor people make money out of Jamaica nightlife. Dance, even now set up, them a lock down early. Them give you your beach, them and them force you off of the beach so you can't make a little money out of the tourists going in. They come, they mash up your hand cart, they mash up your stall, them take away your items and go dispose of it or share it up between themselves. Now see them come cut off your little livestock galang in. And every rule, Jamaica people, sorry, and every rule a good rule. And every rules are within your interests. And this one certainly is not in the interest of the Jamaica people. Because one, you take bread out of Jamaica people mouth. And two, you are forcing Jamaica to go buy foreign meat. Foreign meat will grow in a lab. Foreign meat will grow from bacteria and all sorts of injection and all sorts. That's what you are being forced to go buy, rather than the cow will grow up around you. What we used to, we butchers, them butcher cow every Thursday, and we buy cow meat Friday and Saturday. They're depriving you of that.
Market. Yeah, me like why people are coming here now. The free market look nice and good. All we want everything keep normal. Everything does man keep normal the way it's going right now. And get some more customers. With Fly Green, I feel the biggest problem now. In the same I'll get some people because they call them. And I see one woman attack go. We don't know nobody else that attack go. One man van must be Manchester and she. We don't see nobody else and we got to call it up. And there is no we can't get it up. We keep on a call, we cannot see her. We cannot see her. Well, he said Thursday coming. So I work after this Friday Thursday where I come she might come. But once somebody cannot stop going in the market for that. Now in our market, in our system. In other than in our system. Listen to me, it cannot work. There is no way it can work. Our Fly Green is a liar. Fly Green is a liar. The Fly Green said, he might get more people to talk about. And I said one somebody, over 2 months and add now. Before election one, before election one, he said, I get more people to come in ISIS to talk about. And I know. Before more come in. No, all last week no beef in our market. 1 or 2 somebody have beef. The butcher them who can't turn up and come in here and look at me to get them customers. There is nobody here. There is no butcher here to get meat. No butcher to get meat. But if you cannot butcher without the tag. You understand? And he mash up the pork system same way. Because people here say no pork, no beef, no down here. Then come in. A beef make pork sell, a beef make mutton sell. So they are coming in the market now, so it might look better, but it tagging a cow, meat to step up. It tagging a cow, meat to step up. And right now, I got to hold up with them and long me don't get one job. So if me big sick, me not be dead. And see me family buy it and keep it and get it out. It can't work so. This year costs more teeth. This year costs more teeth, because you can go teeth, you go and go tag it. But I go tag a few, because you got birth certificate and everything. You know? So I'm more teeth, this is when I go for your man, because you got your can't get it up, so the teeth go teeth and get it up. So I know for you go again. Because you can't take it from him and get it again. Because you don't got no birth certificate, you don't have nothing for him. All people can't come, I feel him go. What make you say I feel? Do you look so? You can't walk, man. You can't walk, man.
What farmers shouldn't just do is stand around and talk about this. They must be active. And I mean, actively pushing back on the government policy. Because what the government is forcing the people of Jamaica to do is to buy these cancer-prone, GM lab-grown meat. It is what your government is forcing you to do, because when they do this to the Jamaican livestock farmers, they're saying to you, okay, beef is in the supermarket. What kind of beef though? What kind of beef? Say Fly Green, after them mash up with fishing industry, them launch a Sinapa farm the other day to grow Bill Gates fish them give way. It's what they're forcing us into servicing their masters. If it is that you must stop eat beef, Jamaicans, but don't buy beef in supermarket. Don't continue to buy these foreign meat where you don't know where they come from. You don't know where they be. Go to Mass Gerald. Mass Gerald butcher one young bull every Thursday. Go to Mass Gerald, go buy your meat. Remember in the 80s when we never have fridge, everybody go to the butcher man Thursday day, go buy their meat. And stop with if you can't buy goat, hog, and cow from a local farmer where you know say the goat, the hog, or the cow, they grow in Jamaica and is butchered in Jamaica, don't eat it. Don't eat it. You're eating yourself to death. America, we import things from America no grow nothing natural anymore. For a very long time now, America no grow nothing naturally. Stop killing off yourselves. Tap me hope America imported food. Tap me Chinese chemically made food. On a plant up on a backyard. On a buy from the local farmers. And stop going to supermarket. Go buy grown provision. Jamaica are not too lazy and stush. We're not too lazy and uptown. Stop going to supermarket, go buy grown provision. Grown provision in a supermarket no good. The Bill Gates grown provision, them will come from abroad. Still going on a local market. Good God Almighty, Jamaica. We can't continue to kill off ourselves and then only sit down and complain. And in closing tonight, a final appeal to the Jamaica Constabulary Force to bring Shanique back into the country for investigation into the disappearance and possible death of Jaden Simmet. The country, the family wants justice for Jaden. Thank you very much for being here tonight on Global TV. If you're new to the program, please give us a follow. So when we go live, you certainly will get a notification. And please do join us back tomorrow morning for your At a Glance program. Thank you very much. Good night from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first and four. Make up what I seen to make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a block, make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite part, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red, how they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out, I sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta and sell out, I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, you might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let them see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big man Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big man Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.